heard a eh, and I heard a who are you talking to?
Jada, don't do it. Jada, don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Jada, don't do it. Don't do it, Jada. Don't do it, Jada. Don't do it. Don't do it. Sit down, Rima. Sit down.
Friends, C.D from AK3R here, and today we are going to talk about the recent racist incidents of YG Entertainment artist. But first, I must get my Caucasian bowl of popcorn with my Caucasian glasses and my Caucasian bag of candy corn, along with my Caucasian bag of ramen noodles, along with my Caucasian pen and my Caucasian bag of cough drops, and let's talk. Let's talk, friends. Let's talk.
Don't with me. So corny. Yo, no production. Get out here now. Cause it's about to I'm a this set. Don't with me. Don't with me. Don't that. What up? So what up?
So can someone explain to me why these people in YG want to be black all of a sudden? I don't understand. Bobby and Minnow rolling up on each other like it's bad boys 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and the sixth power. And Taeyang, he loves us so much he wants to experience black pain so he can make music like us. And boy, you better take your Afro blue ass somewhere with that mess. Can I just say first things first? Bobby lived in America for a period of time. Bobby knows what that word means. I know people here in Richmond who know Bobby, okay? Or they don't know him personally, they've met him, or they know someone else who does know Bobby. He knows what that word means. Minnow has gotten in trouble for saying that word before. There's no excuse. Zip, zilch, nada. There is no excuse. There's no that they didn't know. And this isn't the first I could have sworn not too long ago he got in trouble because he said a term that I don't remember what word it was, but he said a term that was relevant to the Japanese Korean tensions. He said a word that was quite offensive to Asian people, certain groups of Asian people. Now he's saying the N word. But can you not get it right on either side? Like, excuse me, but. Don't even talk. Y'all already know this is Winner and this is Icon. Y'all know I don't like either group. And like, bruh, I just can't fathom what the hell. Also, this is obvious, just like, to put it simply though, this is just an instance of cultural appropriation. I know people hate when people use that word. I mean, how are you back? I know people hate it when people use that term, cultural appropriation, but guys, I don't think you understand. A lot of us minorities, or people who aren't of the Caucasian ethnicity, okay, we've gone through years and years and years of suppression, discrimination, slavery, prejudice. We never got to appreciate we were told that our culture was wrong, okay? And a lot of people are like, well, you didn't go, excuse me, it doesn't matter if I lived during that time period or not. We still experience a lot of that pain today. We still feel the scars from that. We still have scars from that. The scars from that time period is genetic. It goes through that time period. Like, we were not legally free until the 70s. And even now we're still getting shit. So when Taeyang says, I want to experience black people's pain, here's what you gotta do. Here's what you gotta do, Taeyang. This is what you gotta do. Gotta get yourself some Caucasian friends, right? Take these Caucasian friends, take you to Caucasian Africa, and have them kidnap you. Your Caucasian friends have to kidnap you. Then they have to take you around, trade you around a bit. You might have to go to Caucasian. There's a lot of Caucasian people in Europe. They're gonna lax you over there because you can't have Caucasian without Asian. Oh, wink. And you have to take you to Caucasian South America because Caucasians love South America, and Caucasian North America because Caucasian, apparently according to some Caucasians was made by the Lord Almighty just for Caucasian men. As you can see with my nice Caucasian face and my Caucasian hair and my Caucasian rooms, my Caucasian posters with Caucasian people on the. Anyway, ting with my Caucasian self, with my Caucasian teeth and my Caucasian headphones and my Caucasian sweater. You'll be enslaved for about 500 years, depending if you're going to be in the Caucasian North America or Caucasian Africa, if you don't get your quota right, Depending on who you work for, though. Let's say you're a rubber farmer. You have to go out into the jungle and get rubber or something. If you don't meet your quota, they might chop off a hand or two. They might have your master might rape you in front of everybody. It's called buck breaking. They did that to people, but that's just the Caucasian way to do it. That's just how Caucasians roll. You might let's say your girlfriend was an African American too, or just African. As in melanin, black, African, Let's say your girlfriend was that too. Your girlfriend or your wife probably will get taken from you, and if she has your babies, your beautiful non-Caucasian babies, they probably gonna get separated too. You don't have a choice in the matter because that's how Caucasian people were back then. So let me continue with my Caucasian story. Anyway, so you're going to be slave for a couple hundred years. Your family split up. It'll probably be very difficult it'll be quite difficult to trace your roots back to Caucasian Africa because, when they did the slaves, then they had the slaves, they mixed us up so much. We honestly don't. I'm sorry, I'm getting notifications on my Caucasian phone. Hello, this is a Caucasian here. I'm talking from a Samsung, which is Caucasian, by the way. The sarcasm in this whole entire monologue right here. The sarcasm is quite real. Anyways, your family's going to get mixed up to the point where you can't even trace your roots without doing a DNA test. The average Caucasian person can tell me, well, me personally, I can't speak for all Caucasians because I'm such a Caucasian, lovely person. The average Caucasian person that I've met in my life can tell me exactly what parts of Europe their family came from. I'm getting notification after notification. All these Caucasian people messaging me. They can tell me exactly where in Europe Caucasianness came from. But if you ask the average black person, the average Negro American, they don't know where they came from. They don't know. Do you know why that is? Because us lovely Caucasians mixed them up so very well, so they could never trace that. They probably can trace it now that Caucasian technology has made it so. You gotta love Caucasian, their technology, because apparently us Caucasians, we can take credit for everything, and let's say after you get free, there's a process, in certain places all over the world when it came to African slaves, there's certain process. Some places were nice and just released us gradually over time, and other places, not so nice. You had to do a couple civil wars for that. Some people, some of us lovely, not us, because I'm Caucasian apparently. I'm Caucasian now. See, I'm looking at my Caucasian self. Like the Confederate soldiers, those were such lovely Caucasian men, and they had Negroes serving in the Confederate Army, fighting for their slavery. Ain't that lovely? While you had Caucasians in the Union Army, and they had Negroes fighting for their freedom. But that nobody wants to talk about that though. Even though the Caucasians in the Union Army, they were pretty racist at times too. But you know what? You have to fight for your freedom some way or another. You got to work with us Caucasians because apparently, according to some newscasters, we owe Caucasians because they fought for our freedom. Even the people who helped enslave us are the same people fighting for our freedom. What do you know? Get it done. So let me get back to my Caucasian story. So after you do that, you have to go through a couple years of Caucasian discrimination. Can't sit on the same bus with nobody. Can't go through the same school with nobody. You might not even be able to get a Caucasian job. You might have to work as a maid, but you know what they say about Negro maids? They make special pies for special bosses. Special Caucasian bosses take the chocolate pie. If you read the help, you will see why it's best to not eat the chocolate pie if you are an African American who is working as the help in that time period. But back to my Caucasian story. And all of the I'm getting off topic here, but you have to go through all this stuff involving getting your rights because us Caucasian folk took it from you with our Caucasian selves. We took your rights from you because we don't want you to have equal rights as us. I don't know why something in our little egos just won't let you have rights, even though we took you from your home continent. By the way, a lot of people say, the Negro gave themselves away. Well, y'all, after the Negroes gave us our slaves, you know what we did? We was like, thank you for the slaves. We're going to go to America, and then we're going to come back and enslave the entire continent of Africa. Because people like to say that the Negroes gave us the slaves. Well, that's only partially true. They gave us the slaves, but we wanted the whole continent. So we went in there and we cut up Africa, and we enslaved all the people. So either way, we enslaved Africa. What do you know? Well, I can't speak for everybody in Africa, but I'm sure a lot of people in Africa have some. Even look at South Africa, guys. South Africa, black people are the majority. But you know what? Us Caucasian folks, even though we the minority in South Africa, we still discriminate because we think we all dead. But yeah, thousands of years, not thousands of years, couple years of racial discrimination, which is funny because there's only one human race. So I don't understand how. Oh, don't worry, it's just Caucasians being Caucasians, you know? So yeah, a couple years of discrimination by us Caucasians or civil rights leaders will probably get murdered, you know? And in America, in the United States of America, which was made for the Caucasian man, when you get your first African American president, who was, by the way, raised by a lovely Caucasian woman, because he's mixed also, your first African American president will be a huge sign of moral and social change. But you know what? The white people don't care about that. So according to certain Caucasian president-elects, 2016 is one of the worst times to be African American, which is odd because you know what? As a Caucasian person, I thought slavery and discrimination was the worst time to be black. But apparently 2016 is the worst time to be black. Who knew? But you know what? Donald Trump is a lovely Caucasian man who owns his own business and he's not a politician, has no political experience whatsoever, so he doesn't know what the hell he's talking about. But I trust him because he's Caucasian. But anyways, Taeyang, that's what you have to do in order to be an African and experience our pain. Good luck writing your music, Taeyang. And Bobby and Minnow, you both kind of stupid for that. But you know what? It's just another thing of cultural appropriation. I mean, I can make so many videos about this with my lovely Caucasian self. Who's gonna listen to C.D. anymore? Anyways, that's me and my lovely Caucasian self. My name is C.D. from Caucasian AK3R. Subscribe if you want to see more Caucasian videos. Follow me on Caucasian social media. The links are in the Caucasian description. My name is C.D. Goodbye, y'all.